Hello, my name is Peter Mullen, and I was part of the Slate Church launch team in 2017. There's one person that I think about in my life that did exemplify the Great Commission, but it's in a really non-standard way. And I think that person is my father. He instilled in me at a young age this idea of building the church and serving and pushing through and supporting the church when it's hard. So this idea of the Great Commission is, I think it's about building the body of believers of the church and just welcoming, as soon as someone shows interest, and if they're gonna show up, is welcoming them in and helping them become part of the family and integrate, and sticking it out when it's hard. Because you don't know what you're going to learn when you're sticking it out, and you don't know who's gonna be on the other side of you sticking it out and helping build a really fantastic place for people to land and meet God. I think what motivates me to live out the Great Commission is this deep feeling inside of me that if someone is going to put the effort into showing up at something that I'm a part of, like a church event or stepping into my life, it's kind of, the onus is on me to close that gap and help them take their next step. If that's one step closer to just learning about God, or one step closer to getting involved in a team, or one step closer to joining a local, or one step closer to just meeting one other person at church, or just coming to church again, I feel like what motivates me is that you don't know what is on the other side of that relationship that you're going to have with that person. You never know who they're going to become, or what God's going to use them for, or who they're going to then influence and impact. What motivates me is this idea of every person counts that you are becoming friends with and interacting. Even today, my wife and I were walking down the street and we met 3 different neighbors, and we just intentionally did it because you never know what's going to be on the other side of that friendship that you're cultivating, what they're going to go through that you can help them with, or what you're going to help them with that they're going to help somebody else with. One way that I really want to encourage everyone to live out the Great Commission is that if you feel at home at Slate Church, if you see someone that you do not know, I really want to encourage you to say hi. Welcome them to the church. They may have been going to the church 10 times as longer than you, but if you say, hi, I've never met you before, my name's, enter your name, but I would say, my name is Peter, and I've never met you before. Like, have you been coming to Slate for very long? Or how long you've been coming to Slate Church for? And just start that conversation. You never know who you're gonna meet and who you're gonna talk to. I met Ben when he came for the first time. I met Candace when they came for the first time. I met Nate when he came for the first time. You never know who this person's gonna become, or who they're gonna be, or where that's gonna go. And I really want to encourage every single person. If you're on team, if you're just attending, this is your first time, meet people. Get to know them and welcome them into the community. Because when they land and find a place and find comfort, then it's way easier for their barriers to drop, and it lets God in. And I think that's what motivates me, is to see people take their next step toward what God has for them, and being a part of that and seeing lives change around me.